My confidence for this coming season is riding on this.
I'll bet you $5 you don't hit it. All right, special treat today. We've got Jake Meyer in. He's a product specialist with Nikon, and Jake's gonna run us through something that's really cool and a first for Nikon.
So we have our first focal plane, BDC distance lock is what Nikon's calling it. That comes in 6 different scope models, 3 in our Monarch 3 line and 3 in our ProStaff 5 line. First focal plane technology is relatively new to the industry. Most people are used to second focal plane. Second focal plane is whenever you adjust your scope's magnification and that affects your point of impact at different distances. And what BDC distance lock does is it locks in each BDC circle's point of impact across the scope's entire magnification range. So the one we're looking at here is the Monarch 3 in 4:16 by 50. Regardless of if that scope is on 4, 12, or 16, it remains constant across the point of impact.
As far as constant, you're talking about those various BDC reticles, regardless of magnification, they are on, and that's not always been the case, correct? You always needed full magnification for it to be on.
It hasn't always been the case whenever it's a second focal plane scope, which is a vast majority of scopes in the entire industry.
Okay, so what are you trying to do on the range today? We're getting ready to go to the range.
What we're gonna do is zero our scope in at 100. And then we're gonna use our Spot On Ballistic app from Nikon. It's free on Android or Apple. Download it to your phone or your computer. You're gonna log in your specific load from whichever manufacturer. It's in a vast library built into the app. And then pick your Nikon scope that you're using. Then you tell it you want to zero it at whatever distance. In this case, we're doing 100 yards, but they can do whatever they want. And then from that point, the Spot On Ballistic app will give you your BDC reference points for any distance.
So you just plug all the information into the app and it tells you what each of those circles represent, what distance then.
That's right. You can get a field chart in the app. It's very quick, it's very helpful. In a case that you're using a second focal plane scope, it'll actually give you each BDC circle's distance at different magnifications as they change, we were discussing.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, it is. So it's what's called a quick field chart built into the app. You can print that off. A lot of people attach it right here to their buttstock. So it's a very quick reference.
So you're gonna zero at 100 and then you're gonna try and make 2 shots without sighting in, just using the BDC at 400 and 500, correct?
That's exactly right. Zero in at 100. Once we know it's exactly where we want it, we're gonna crack one off at 400 and then shoot one at 500 and see if we can shoot some steel.
That'll be fun. I can't wait to go out there and get on the range. So we're coming into Nikon's 100th year.
Yes.
And we've been with them for probably 15 years now. And I don't know that there is a better optic out there, and I always look at it as pound for pound, what you pay for versus what you get. To me, that's the advantage with Nikon. It is blue collar prices and high-end technology and high-end optics as far as I'm concerned. Like the glass is so clear, they're awesome in low light, but to get comparable glass in other companies, it's 3 times the price.
Yes.
I mean, it's crazy.
That's just what you get with the Nikon brand. A larger part of their business can be cameras, so they make their own glass. That carries over into making glass for their scopes, so the customer receives that benefit and value.
Pretty cool. I'm looking forward to getting on the range, and I appreciate you coming in and helping educate us, you know?
Well, thanks for having us. We're excited to go to the range and shoot some steel.
All right, let's have some fun.
Good. We're shooting at 150 yards. We're shooting a steel target, so it's a reactive target, so we'll get an audio and a visual feedback upon the hit. We zeroed the scope at 100 yards, and we're gonna shoot it at 150.
I'll bet you $5 you don't hit it.
All right, here we go.
All right, he's on at 150. Now we're at 400, and tell me what you're gonna do with that particular reticle.
So we've used Nikon's Spot On's Ballistic app, and we've configured our load with that reticle, and it is telling me to use the top of that third circle.
Will he hit it though? We have a camera set up out there to find out whether he's going to. My palms are sweaty for you right now, Jake.
Yeah.
I'm very nervous.
There's a lot on this.
There's a lot riding on this.
Yes.
baby. Nice shot, Jake.
We are spot on.
I can hear it.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
And that's something to feel good about.
Okay, now we've moved to 500. 500, going once, going twice. Sold to this gentleman right here.
500.
Where are you at in your reticle now?
So the last one was the top of the third circle at 400. This one here, we're going between the bottom of the third and the top of the fourth circle at 500.
All right.
Well, it's working.
It's working. Congratulations. That's good stuff right there.
All right.
And I appreciate you coming in and helping educate us, you know.
Oh, man.
We always like to be the students when someone knows what they're talking about, because you can learn so much from somebody like Jay, because he gets it. He knows what he's talking about.
Well, thanks for having us.